The main reason why the project is being slowed is because it is a project under the Federal Ministry of Environment that is undergoing the entire process of public procurement, and everything is being slow. In fact, it was so challenging in HYPREP to the extent that before a tweet can go out of HYPREP in Port Harcourt to the public, it has to pass through the Federal Ministry of Environment for vetting before it can come out. It was that bad under the last administration of Dr. Marvin Deke, until we fought and those processes were streamlined. So talking about finances and what the minister quoted, I listened to the project coordinator on the sister radio station last week, and he said the amount that has been expended on the project so far is within the neighborhood of $90 million. And if that is the case, they have not really done what needed to be done, because I think that the problem of HYPREP today is not resources or funds, but the ability to use the fund to work for the people. Look, HYPREP was given $1 billion for the first 5 years of the cleanup. This report came out in 2011, August 4. By 2nd of June 2016, there was the flag off, and then by July, by 2017, you have the board inaugurated. So between 2017 today, we have elapsed 5 years, and that $1 billion was meant to be spent within the first 5 years. And now, over 5 years has elapsed. HYPREP has not been able to spend $200 million US, and the $200 million US was supposed to be given to the HYPREP every year. I was at the National Assembly where HYPREP was invited, and the Federal Minister of, a House Committee on Environment, they also invited them to give account of what is being done, and they said they have the resources. And also the talking about the joint venture partner also came forward to say the problem is not the money; they are ready to give the money. So as the project coordinator said, Dr. Agiandom said that they spent just around 90 million naira. So the issue here is that it's not because they don't have money. The 1 billion was meant to be spent in 5 years. So by today, HYPREP would have been asking for more money. They would have exhausted the $1 billion US. Today, they have gotten, from what we heard and what we have read and what we are told, a little above 300 million US. That is to say, over 600 million US is still in the hands of the government and the joint venture partners. And the reason why they have not given it to HYPREP is because HYPREP have not exhausted the one that we are given for them to give them new one, because they are also being given money based on milestone, how far you have worked, how much you have spent, how much is remaining, how much you need, and you are given the money. So as we speak, HYPREP has not been able to deliver on the emergency measures that was supposed to go up $1 billion US, and that is why you see 8 years has gone by. The black spot of crude in Ogonis on Ogoni soil is still there. So a lot of things have gone wrong in HYPREP, and I believe that steps should be taken to expedite action so that the people can benefit from why that project was set up. Because at the speed at which they are going, if in 8 years they have only been able to spend less than 100 million US, then I think that they may want to spend like 60 years on the project before they can expend the 1 billion. Because if 8 years is taking let's say 100 million in every 8 years, so you can multiply 100 by 8, that will take over close to 80 years from now before they can expend the 1 billion, something they were supposed to spend within first 5 years of the project. So the speed that the project is taking is a snail speed, despite the president ordering at different points in time that the project should be fast tracked. It is still very slow. Remember, as part of the emergency measure, we talk about it, about $10 million US is there for you who were involved in artisanal crude oil refining. HYPREP has not brought out that money any day to address the issue, and that is why you still have a lot of issues going around in Ogoniland. They need to be able to bring that. They have the money in their purse. They need to bring out that money and make provision for alternative livelihood opportunities for you who were involved in artisanal crude oil refining within the area. So why are they not doing it? The money is in their coffers. These are ways of expending the money that they have. So HYPREP is surcharging Ogoni people if they are unable to spend money so that more money can be given. 8 years now, we should have been discussing and negotiating a new set of funds for the Ogonis and for the cleanup, but 1 billion has not been expended that was meant to be spent in 5 years. What is happening? Steps must be taken to address that.